Tesla took 70 separate steel parts, threw them in the trash, and replaced all of them with a single piece of aluminum poured in 90 seconds. The entire auto industry has not recovered since. This is not a copy of the Model Y. It is a radical redesign of the core technology of building a car. And what Tesla is reportedly preparing next, a 50,000-ton Gigapress, is not an equipment upgrade. It is a slap in the face to every legacy automaker on Earth, a machine that forces them to either reinvent themselves completely or quietly go extinct. So how does a single press entirely change the auto industry by 2027? To understand why this terrifies the old guard, you have to start with the brutal reality behind that 50,000-ton number. Let's get into it. The reality behind 50,000 tons. Picture a machine the size of a house slamming shut with the force of 500,000 kilonewtons. That is what 50,000 tons of clamping force actually means, and it is roughly 3 times more powerful than the most advanced casting machines the industry has been chasing today. That force is the entire weapon. It lets the system swallow enormous volumes of molten aluminum and fill massive, complex molds at lightning speed. Where today's machines strain to inject around 80 kilograms of aluminum per cycle, a press at this scale would drive the metal in with such velocity that it fills the mold before it can even begin to solidify. At this size, raw scale becomes raw power, and here is where it turns frightening for everyone else in the race. A conventional casting machine produces a single structural component per cycle. A 50,000-ton press is described as producing up to 5 massive parts at once, each cycle lasting only a minute or two. Thousands of huge components a day pouring out of one machine, without adding a single layer of complexity. The factory that disappears. Now walk onto the factory floor, because this is where the old way of building cars simply vanishes. Forget the familiar image of 70 to 100 stamped steel parts being welded together by an army of robots throwing sparks. Tesla deletes that entire scene and replaces it with one cast structure that drops out of a single machine. The consequences are staggering. Factory floor space was cut by 30 to 40%. Labor costs are collapsing. Whole sections of the assembly line ceasing to exist. Tesla is not tuning the old system for better performance. It is ripping the system out by the roots. And despite the colossal scale, the process is reported to operate with surgical precision. Molten aluminum heated to around 850 degrees Celsius, purified of any impurity larger than a fraction of a human hair, injected and then shocked cool in moments to lock in its strength. At this level, speed is king, but consistency is absolute tyranny. Every casting must be identical, because there is no welding it back together if it isn't. This is the weapon that finally makes a truly affordable electric car mathematically possible. Quick pause here. I'm doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway to celebrate this channel reaching 1,000 subscribers. No action required to enter. I'll randomly pick a winner once we hit the milestone. If you want to follow the journey or see the winner announcement, feel free to subscribe. The price of admission. Now back to it, because a weapon like this does not come cheap. A single press at this scale is reported to cost tens of millions of dollars, with millions more just for the tooling. But this is a game of burning capital to dominate. By erasing hundreds of parts, removing entire banks of welding robots, and collapsing the supply chain, Tesla captures enormous long-term profit on every vehicle that rolls out. That is the golden ticket. It is what could let Musk drive toward a genuinely cheap EV, a price point aggressive enough to reshape the entire battlefield. Step back and the scale of it becomes historic. This is positioned as an extinction-level event for old-world manufacturing in the same league as Henry Ford's assembly line or Toyota's lean production. But there is a brutal difference. Ford and Toyota made the existing process more efficient. Tesla is deleting the process entirely. Musk is not finding a faster lane on the old road. He is bulldozing the road and laying a new one no competitor knows how to drive on yet. 2027, the judgment year. Now look at the calendar, because 2027 is shaping up as the year the survivors are separated from the casualties. The sheer force of a 50,000-ton machine drags every weakness of traditional manufacturing into the light, and the giants of America, Germany, and Asia are scrambling for lifelines on a battlefield where the rules already changed underneath them. In Europe, the response is nervous and cautious. Volvo is playing it safe, easing in 9,000-ton systems with modular design to avoid blowing up its own production. Germany's automakers, who built their entire reputation on precision engineering, are visibly rattled by the casting revolution crossing the Atlantic. In Asia, Toyota is being forced to tear up and rebuild its EV foundation, aiming to cut up to half of its production steps. Nissan is sprinting into the same race, trying to collapse around 100 separate components into a single casting, chasing 30% lower cost and 20% less weight. But the real tragedy is the mindset gap. The legacy players are bolting giga-casting on as a patch to survive past 2027. Tesla built its entire philosophy around it from the first bolt. At this scale, that difference does not add up. It multiplies. Why Cybercab and Model 2 are the only fit? Here's the question that exposes everything. Why are the Cybercab and the affordable Model 2 the only two vehicles that could fully unleash a 50,000-ton press? Because a machine this powerful is not something you bolt onto an existing car. It demands that the vehicle be redesigned around it from the first atom. Legacy models physically cannot bend to a casting-first philosophy without wrecking their cost, their efficiency, or their structure. Only a car engineered around the press can survive it. For the Cybercab, the logic gets extreme. As a robotaxi built with no steering wheel and no pedals, it is freed from a century of design constraints, which lets Tesla treat the whole body as one purpose-built machine optimized for durability, uptime, and cost per mile. A vehicle running 24 hours a day in a fleet has to absorb punishment a private car never sees, demanding a rigid, near-unbreakable structure, exactly what that monstrous clamping force delivers. By casting most of the body as one piece, Tesla erases hundreds of joints and welds, the very places where vehicles fail. The structure forms in a handful of casting cycles instead of thousands of assembly steps, which is the only way a robotaxi fleet of millions ever gets built. The price war with China. The Model 2 fights a different war, and its battlefield is price. Aiming at the most savage segment of the global market means walking straight into the guns of low-cost giants like BYD. At that price point, traditional manufacturing simply cannot turn a profit. Every part, every step, every second has to be vaporized. And this is where the press and Tesla's unboxed assembly process converge, slashing factory footprint, labor, and time, with estimates pointing to cost cuts of up to half against a conventional line. Replacing hundreds of parts with a few castings kills not just material cost, but the entire logistics nightmare of a sprawling supply chain. And this is exactly where Tesla splits from its Chinese rivals. BYD, SAIC, and Wuling mastered cheap EVs through ruthless supply chain localization, low labor costs, and modular design, with cars like the Wuling Hongguang Mini proving how low a price can go with conventional stamped parts. But that road has a ceiling on durability and efficiency. The Chinese model fights for savings inside the system. Tesla deletes the system. One side compresses its margins to the bone. The other refuses to play the game at all. By casting the car as a single structure instead of stitching it together from thousands of pieces, Elon Musk is quietly redefining the automobile itself. Not just how it looks, but how it is forged, scaled, and unleashed on the world. And 2027 is the year the rest of the industry finds out whether it moved in time or waited one fatal year too long. So the next time you see a stripped-down, single-piece electric car roll past in total silence, remember what built it. You are not looking at a cheaper car. You are looking at the machine that ended the old way of making them. Subscribe for more deep dives into the technology reshaping the future, and tell us which automaker you think gets left behind.